I spent way too long figuring out how to run OpenClaw properly on a local server. So today, I'm going to show you how to set it up from scratch, including the annoying issues I run into, so you don't have to suffer like I did. Let's get into it. Before we start, you need two things. Ubuntu Server, you can download it for free from their website, and VMware Workstation, which is also for free. I will leave all the links in the description, so you don't have to worry about it. Now let's open VMware. Create a new virtual machine, press Next, then choose the ISO file of the Ubuntu server you downloaded. Next, give a name to the virtual machine and choose its location. Make sure to create a folder for it and then select it. If you are not planning to move this folder anywhere, choose the first option and press Next. And that's it. Hit Finish, and it will boot up on its own. When you see the boot options, press Enter to start the Ubuntu install. Pick your language, then just keep hitting Done through the setup screens. You can use the Tab button on your keyboard to navigate between options. Keep doing that until you hit the Profile Setup screen. This one is very important. Fill in your username and password, and don't forget them. You literally can't log in without them later on. And here, press space to check Install OpenSSH server. This is what lets us control the server remotely from our own machine, which is gonna make everything way easier later on. Hit Done and let it install. When it finishes, choose Reboot Now. You are gonna see an error message pop up. Don't panic. Go to VM, then Settings, then CD and DVD. Uncheck Connect at Power On. Hit OK, then press Enter. The system will boot up normally. Once it's done booting, it's gonna ask you about the username and password I told you to keep safe. Without them, you can't log into the system. Now we have our own Ubuntu server. Next, we're gonna install OpenClaw on it. But first, run these commands. sudo apt update. Also, sudo apt upgrade. And sudo apt install nettools, which is gonna help us know our server IP to use later in our OpenClaw installation process. Now to make the installation process much easier, let's log into the server using command line on our own machine using SSH. We do that by writing SSH, then our username, add the IP address we got, then choose Yes. Enter the password, and voila, we are in. Let's test it out. As you can see, it shows me the same IP address we have here. Anyway, now let's go and grab our OpenClaw one-liner installer from the official website. Make sure to choose the one for Linux and copy it. Paste it here and press Enter. Great, now we have the OpenClaw onboarding wizard. Choose Yes, then click Start. I'm gonna choose Open Router. You should choose your favorite AI model provider. We give it the API key, then choose your default model. I'm gonna go with the Gemini 2.5 flashlight. I'm gonna configure the Telegram bot as well. Give it the Telegram bot token, skip for now, and for the skills, I'm gonna choose Claw Hub. Then npm, no for everything, skip for now, and finally open the web UI. Now everything should be fine. But if we try to open OpenClaw control panel using the server IP and the OpenClaw port, it's not gonna work. I didn't know why this happened, so I ran this command, and as you can see, it didn't work. It's actually telling me that the OpenClaw command itself is not found. So I tried to install it again using npm, and it didn't work. At this point, I kinda had an idea about what is going on. So I tried this solution, and what it does is find where npm is installed and add it to the system path, and it worked. So after installing OpenClaw, skip those commands and run these commands instead to fix this issue. I went through the OpenClaw onboarding wizard again, because why not? And once it finished, I tried to check on it again in the browser. And guess what? It's not working. But this time, it's a different issue. And to make it short, you need to run some commands to make it work. So let's do it. First, we make the gateway listen to our local network IP, not just the local host. Then we allow our main PC to view these URLs. By the way, you should change this IP to your server IP. Then we tell OpenClaw that we allow HTTP requests. Then we restart the OpenClaw gateway. And let's test it out. As you can see, it's working out. But it's still complaining about running using HTTP instead of HTTPS. In this case, we run these commands and restart the gateway. If you still have the same issue, run this command and restart the gateway again. And now everything should be fine. This error actually is not a big deal. It's just telling you that you need the gateway token to log in. We can get it easily using the OpenClaw dashboard command. Copy only the token part from the URL. Paste it here and connect. Voila, everything is working. Let's test it out by saying hello. And as you can see, it's working just fine. And that's it, your own self-hosted OpenClaw AI agent running locally completely free. If this saved you some headaches, drop a like, leave a comment, and if you want more local AI setups like this, subscribe because I've got more coming. See you in the next one. Also, if you get stuck anywhere in this tutorial, I just started a Discord server where you can ask for help. Drop your question there, and I will do my best to help. Link in the description.